planning to have kids in the future. Have you ever faked liking something that Tiff made? As you can see, I'm still obsessed with my hojicha cinnamon latte, the perfect drink for the fall season. Anyways, today is actually gonna be a very chill day. It turned out so sunny. It was supposed to be raining all week, so I'm in the best mood ever because whenever it's sunny, I'm just like, today is gonna be a good day. I'm really craving a really simple Taiwanese breakfast sandwich today, so I figured we can make that together for lunch. And afterwards, I'm actually gonna go grocery shopping, run a few errands, and then maybe grab some dessert. And tonight, I really wanna make fresh kimchi. This is gonna be a super fun week, and I can't wait to bring you guys along with me. However, you already know what I'm gonna say. I got my hojicha latte, so let's get cooking. Hi friends, welcome back to another vlog. Is it just me or does time feel like it's flying extra fast as the year comes to an end? Honestly, I can't believe we only have a few weeks left of 2025. Lately, I've been really intentional about starting my day with a proper breakfast. Taking even a few minutes in the morning to nourish myself with good food has made such a difference. It really sets the tone for the whole day, especially during this busy season. And honestly, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Even something as simple as ham and egg sandwich feels so comforting, and it brings me right back to my childhood. Ta-da! I know this looks so simple, but this honestly reminds me of my childhood, and I'm so excited to eat it. Okay, first bite. It's one of those things that you just have to try it and you'll know how simple and good it tastes. The sweet tomato really helps bring everything together and also keeping the bread really moist. Anyways, I know we just made lunch. However, for dinner, I am really craving fresh kimchi and pork belly. So I figured we can go grocery shopping together and I can show you guys how I make my super easy, less than 1 hour kimchi at home. Let me enjoy my breakfast and I'll see you guys in a bit. Get my pants hem, pick up some groceries, and if we have time, grab some dessert. Dawn's also here. Let's go. I'm at this plaza at least 2 to 3 times a week. One thing I really want to start doing in 2026 with my vlogs is to highlight one small business every single week. I recently read that in 2025, about 25% of small business close within the first year. Nearly half don't make it past 5 years, and by year 10, around 75% have shut down. As someone who owns a small business myself, I can say that 2025 was pretty rough. But behind every small business is a real person, a family, a dream, years of hard work, sacrifices, and countless of late nights fueled by passion, hope, and the belief that what they're building matters. That is why I want to use my platform to support and celebrate small businesses, especially local ones, whether it's food, coffee, handmade goods, or hidden gems around the city. So if you're in Vancouver, please comment down below and tell me your favorite small business. I'm so excited to go check them out, support them, and bring you guys along with me. I love corn tea so much. Okay, so you already know for dinner, I'm gonna be making some fresh kimchi with pork belly. I found this beautiful Napa cabbage at the grocery store. This is the perfect recipe for those who want to make kimchi but don't really have much time because it takes less than 1 hour to put together. The only downside is it only lasts 1 to 2 days compared to the traditional fermented version. However, if you don't like that fermented sour taste and you want more of a savory, spicy kimchi, this recipe is for you. By the way, I also found some salted cabbage at the grocery store as well, which is essentially just the first step of making kimchi. So I'm either gonna bulk make some kimchi tomorrow, or we're just gonna have fresh kimchi every single day this week. It is also currently 5 p.m. outside. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's so dark already. It feels like it's 8 p.m. already. So you already know what I'm gonna say. We got my corn tea, so let's get cooking. As much as I love a good fermented kimchi, fresh kimchi will always have a special place in my heart. It is crunchy, savory, and so refreshing, and ever since I made it in this vlog, I've honestly been making it every single day. Today we're making my 1 hour only pork belly and fresh kimchi, and trust me, these two are a match made in heaven. The rich, juicy pork paired with the bright, crispy kimchi is just unreal. If you're still wondering what to make this holiday season, I promise this dish will impress all your guests for sure. Okay, so after 30 minutes, this is how you're gonna check if the cabbage is ready. So as you guys can see, it shrunk a lot. So the cabbage actually, I feel like shrunk within 1/3 of the size already. And then this is how you check. The kimchi should be able to bend without breaking. And that way it'll still stay really, really crunchy. And this is how you know when the cabbage is ready. I wanna quickly go rinse this around 2 to 3 times to draw out all the salty flavor and then squeeze out all the water. And yeah, let's go make the sauce for the kimchi. The real star of this fresh kimchi is the paste. We're using lots of fresh chives and green onion to keep everything bright, crunchy, and super fragrant. In a bowl, mix together Korean red chili flakes, plenty of garlic, plum extract, fish sauce, a touch of sugar, and shrimp paste. This is the main seasoning that brings everything together. Add in the green onion and chives and gently massage the paste into the Napa cabbage. And that's it. A super refreshing, crunchy, fresh kimchi that's ready in less than 1 hour. Once the kimchi is done, the pork belly should be ready as well. It's been slow cooking over onions, apple, bay leaves, black pepper, and garlic, which helps infuse the pork with so much aroma while keeping it extra tender. The natural moisture and mild acidity from the onions and apple has softened the meat as it cooks. When the pork belly is soft, remove it along with the aromatics. Using the leftover cooking liquid, add in soy sauce and honey, then mix well. Add the pork belly back in, cook on medium-low heat, letting it absorb all that flavor as the sauce slowly reduces and glazes the meat. The savory, melt-in-your-mouth pork belly paired with the spicy, fresh kimchi is truly a match made in heaven. Let me know if you guys give this recipe a try. This looks so good! I'm so excited!
Amazing.
Okay, wait, cheers. Cheers.
It's so fresh.
It's so crunchy.
That's really good.
I think I'm just gonna keep making fresh kimchi for now. It is so delicious. So yeah, try it with some pork belly. Perfect bite! You know what's good? When we're speechless, the pork belly is so tender. But when paired with the kimchi that's like crunchy, 10 out of 10 meal. Now that's the holiday season, I just want to say this. Even though it's supposed to feel warm and joyful, it can also be a very hard time. There is so much pressure to be happy, to show up, to feel festive simply because it's the holidays. But for many of us, this season can also bring up memories, grief, and emotions that we didn't expect. Lately, I've been reminding myself that the holidays doesn't have to look a certain way to be meaningful. They don't need to be big, busy, or perfectly planned, because sometimes the most comforting moments are the quiet ones. So, if you're feeling sad or overwhelmed this season, please be gentle with yourself. Celebrate the small wins, even the ones that no one sees, and just trust that you are doing the best that you can in this moment, and that is more than enough. Cheers! I will never get over fresh orange juice in the morning, especially in the winter. Today is gonna be a really fun day because we're actually heading to the Connects games with our friends. Every time I go, it is such a good time and I'm really excited for the mini donuts. However, for lunch, it is so gloomy outside, so I figured we can make my breakfast noodle soup. It's been a while since I made it on this channel. It takes less than 20 minutes to put together. Honestly, perfect for any time of the day. We got my orange juice, so let's get cooking. Growing up in Asia, noodle soup was one of my go-to breakfasts. I still remember waking up on weekends to the smell of my dad's noodle soup filling the house. There was something so comforting about starting the day with a warm bowl, and now in my 30s, I finally understand what my parents meant when they said warm belly sets the tone for a whole day. The beauty of noodle soup is how customizable it is. You can add in whatever toppings you love, but the real star is always the base. A spoonful of fully seasoned scallion sauce, golden shallot oil, fresh green onion, pinch of white pepper, dashi powder, and hot noodle cooking water, and that's it. It is simple, savory, but packed with so much umami flavor, the kind of comfort that warms you from the inside out. Truly the perfect way to start any day. Oh, this looks so yummy. It is pouring rain outside right now and it's so gloomy, but thank goodness we have a bowl of noodle soup. Kaido! By the way, I also have yesterday's kimchi. Gonna be the perfect combo. I know technically this is my line of noodles, but I don't think there's a more yummy, simple bowl of noodle soup out there. Highly recommend. Some spam. Spam and kimchi. Literally speechless. This is such a perfect combo. Anyways, I'm going to devour my lunch. This is so yummy, and I'll see you guys in a bit because I think we're gonna make some strawberry syrup. I've recently received a few DMs asking why I post so many vlogs and why don't I just stick to recipes. And honestly, for me, my vlogs are my journal. To be completely transparent, I don't think I could have kept posting short form recipe videos without starting this vlog channel. Even though the vlogs takes me 5 times longer to make compared to a recipe, sometimes 30 seconds just isn't enough to fully express myself. To me, recipes has always been more than just food. What I'm cooking in each season often reflects how I'm feeling, what I'm processing, and where I am in life. Food has always been my love language, but vlogging gives the language a space to breathe. So while I promise to keep sharing recipes both in short form and in my vlogs, I'm also deeply grateful to have a community where I can be open, express my emotions, and create without rushing. A space that allows me to play with my filming and editing, to slow down and share my thoughts honestly. So thank you for letting me show up as I am and for being here for it all. Hi guys, so we're heading out to the game in an hour or so, but my sister actually dropped off Costco rotisserie chicken when she dropped off these strawberries earlier. So I figured we can make a quick early dinner together / snack. I've been wanting to test a chicken rice recipe with the rotisserie chicken for a very long time. So I figured we can recipe test together and see if it tastes good. Stormy is literally walking around me right now because Costco chicken smells so good. So let's get cooking.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time. Smile, my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3.
Okay, quick taste test time. Cheers. This is actually surprisingly really good.
It's so fragrant.
This will also be really good for a picnic, I think. Anyways, we're gonna quickly eat our quick snack / early dinner, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hopefully Canucks win today. Go Canucks, go! Yay! Lately, I've been thinking about how beautiful it is that at every different stage of life, new people can walk into your world and somehow feel like you have known them forever. Some people arrive and everything just clicks. Adult friendships are so special because they often meet you exactly as you are, not who you used to be. And there's something incredibly grounding about that kind of connection. They don't need to know every detail of your past to understand you, they just get you. I guess what I'm trying to say is that no matter where you are in life, there's always room for new meaningful connections. Not everyone you meet will become your best friend, and that is completely okay. But every once in a while, when the stars align, you'll meet someone truly special, and those connections are always worth holding on to.
하늘에 핑크빛 구름 네 손에 날개 줄 chocolate I'm feeling so good
That's right. And then
눈에 보이는
that's right.
모든 게 예뻐 You already made my day 다가와서 꽉 안아줄 때 충전되는 이 느낌
Hi friends, good afternoon. It is pouring outside today. I'm actually starving because before Pilates, I also ran a 10-kilometer long run. So I'm gonna have a quick snack before we have some lunch. We got the strawberry chia seed jam that we made yesterday. I already had some last night for a midnight snack. So good. So easy. You guys have to give this recipe a try. Also, I have something very exciting I want to show you guys. I just got it today in the mail. Give me 1 second. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Our Kaidong holiday gift box is officially here. Look at how beautiful this box is. At the front, we also have my dad's handwriting. So this box is so special to me. We've been spending so much time designing it. I want to give you guys a quick look at all the beautiful details on the box. I know I'm not supposed to have favorites, but this box is gonna have all of my personal favorite products from our Kaidong line. So we're gonna have both of the noodles, the QQ noodles, as well as our hand-cut noodles. We're also gonna have both of our top selling sauces, our 4 Seasons scallion sauce, as well as our golden shallot oil. Our newest addition, yuzu sesame dressing, which is my personal favorite. I use it every single day to marinate my cucumbers. It's also gonna include our newest addition ever, our vegetarian oyster sauce. This bottle is beautiful. I love this color. And as you can see, there's mushroom there because this vegetarian oyster sauce is actually made from shiitake mushroom as well as old aged soy sauce to give you that umami flavor while still staying 100% vegan. We've been perfecting this recipe for the past year and it's finally ready to go. I've been using it actually in many of my recipes for the past few months and I had a lot of DMs of people asking me when it's gonna come. So I'm so excited that it is finally here for you guys to try out. I am finger crossing that everything is gonna be announced by the time this video goes up, but if not, you guys will be the first to see. This is officially our holiday line and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Oh, I've been loving this box and I've been keeping this a huge secret, so I'm so happy it's finally here. For lunch today, I'm making my chickpea curry, a recipe that I promised you guys last vlog that I finally perfected. It is so easy, so yummy, packed with fiber and protein. So you already know what I'm gonna say. I got my matcha latte, so let's get cooking. 2025 for me has been all about increasing my fiber intake, and honestly, it's made such a big difference in both my gut health and my skin. Start by sauteing onion until soft and fragrant, then add in lots and lots of spices. Taking the time to saute and toast the spices together is key. It really helps enhance the flavor and helps create a rich aromatic paste before anything else goes in. Next, add in canned tomato and let them simmer until softened and slightly reduced. Once the tomatoes are bubbling, add in the chickpeas and coconut milk. Mix everything well and let it simmer so all the flavors can melt together. After about 20 minutes, you'll have a creamy, comforting curry that's full of depth and goodness. Serve it with hot rice or naan, and just like that, you got a cozy fiber-packed meal ready to go.
거울 속 내가 네게 물어
Okay, hi guys. I just got home, just finished our Kaido meeting. I'm so sad. I don't know if the logistic of the Kaido boxes are gonna work. The box on the outside is beautiful, but on the inside it is not secure. And the last thing I ever want is for you guys to receive any shattered jars. I don't know if I want to include this in. At first I was just thinking taking the whole thing out, but I really want to be transparent, and I'm still finger crossing if we pivot right now that we would still be able to execute these boxes because they're so beautiful, and I really think you guys will love it, especially for the holiday season. However, if not, this is just a real behind the scene of what it is like to run a small business. Anyways, I'm still keeping my hopes up because, you know, you never know, sending out positive energy out in the universe. So in the meantime, I figured we can make one of my favorite all-time childhood dessert, Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies always cheer me up. So yeah, and I also got some sprinkles. I saw a recipe online a few days ago of people using these sugar cookies to make Rice Krispies. So I figured we can try them together and see how they taste. Let's get cooking! I'm not gonna lie, the behind the scene logistics for this holiday box has been really hard. There were so many tears over the past few weeks trying to make everything work, and to be completely honest, all the boxes have already been shipped out to the warehouse and were technically ready to go. But after a lot of testing and discussion, we realized it was simply way too risky. The last thing we would ever want is for you to spend your hard-earned money only to have your products arrive damaged or shattered. There were countless meetings, so much back and forth, and a lot of really tough decisions, and it truly breaks my heart to say that this holiday box will be launching this season. That said, we are working really hard behind the scenes and putting all of our energy into a potential Lunar New Year launch, which we are really hopeful about. If there's one thing that 2025 has taught me, it is that time doesn't stop when you're faced with obstacles. Being sad, angry, or frustrated doesn't change the outcome, and sometimes things happen that are completely out of our control. The only thing you do have control over is how you choose to face those moments. All you can do is reset, take care of yourself, and trust that things will work out the way they are meant to be. I am so sorry we couldn't make this holiday box happen in time, but I truly hope you'll be excited to celebrate Lunar New Year with us. Rice Krispie time!
The best late night snack.
So good.
This is a perfect consistency. I like it.
So yummy. Okay. Good night. Let's go. I think if there's one thing my dad would be so surprised and proud of is how much running has changed our lives. 2025 truly became the year that we picked up running, and I love that's something that our whole family now does together. We actually all signed up for a half marathon next April in Honolulu, and I'm so proud of how running has brought us closer. When we travel, we go on morning runs together, exploring new cities, cheering each other on when it gets tough, and giving ourselves space to reset when life feels heavy. I am so incredibly proud of my sister for running her first ever 10K.
Tiffany coming across the finish line.
And I'm so proud of Daryl for completing his first ever half marathon with an insane time. I know that my dad is watching over us, smiling and feeling so proud of how far we've come. Hi guys, I'm not even gonna lie. Once I got home, I had some Rice Krispies, took a shower, and I fell asleep until now. It is currently 3:30 p.m. As you can tell, I am definitely not a morning person. However, that was so much fun running my sister's first 10K race and seeing Daryl do his first half marathon. I was so proud, and it was just so much fun, and the weather was so perfect. It was supposed to rain, but it ended up being so sunny. It is currently raining now, but it's okay. The race is done. Anyways, today's gonna be a really chill day. It's actually Domini's date night, so I'm thinking of making shepherd's pie. However, right now we are both starving, so I figured I would make a creamy miso ramen recipe. I don't think I have ever shared this recipe on this channel before. It needs to be a recipe that I make all the time because it's so easy and so yummy, so I figured it'd be a perfect time to share. You already know what I'm gonna say. I am so hungry right now, so let's get cooking. I literally made this ramen on repeat when I first learned how to make it. It is so simple, using easy to find ingredients, and it's definitely one of those recipes that you're going to be adding to your weekly rotation. Start by sauteing ground pork or chicken in a pot. Once it's cooked, add in white parts of the green onion, ginger, garlic, spicy fermented bean paste, miso paste, sugar, and soy sauce. Saute everything together to help all the flavors blend together and deepen. I like to scoop out a few tablespoons of the seasoned meat mixture and set it aside for garnish later. Next, pour in a stock of your choice. I love using dashi stock for the extra umami flavor, followed up by the secret ingredient, unsweetened soy milk. This is what makes the broth incredibly rich and creamy, just like the ramens you get at restaurants. Add in your noodles of choice and any veggie you like, then cover and let everything cook on medium-low heat for around 5 minutes. Finish with your favorite toppings. I added in the reserved meat, sweet corn, and green onion. And just like that, you got a cozy restaurant-style ramen at home. This smells so good. I wish you guys were here to smell this. Ooh. Okay, first, let me try the soup base. So creamy. You would never guess this takes less than 20 minutes to put together. I don't have any more fresh kimchi or jammy egg, but if you add those on top, I think you can actually sell this outside. The soup is so creamy and umami and savory. 10 out of 10. I cannot believe I never shared this recipe before. I definitely need to do a dedicated short form video on this. Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy my very late lunch and I'll see you guys in a bit when it's date night. Does anyone else love date nights at home? For us, the perfect date night is staying in, making something yummy to eat, putting on our comfy clothes, and binge watching our favorite shows. Today, I'm making a shepherd's pie, and yes, I know traditionally made with ground lamb, but today we only have beef on hand, and I promise it was still so delicious. Start by sauteing the meat until brown, then add in onions, celery, and carrots. Cook until the veggies are soft and fragrant, then stir in tomato paste. Then season generously with garlic, rosemary, oregano, salt, and pepper. Sprinkle in flour and mix well so everything is evenly coated. Then pour in any stock of your choice. I'm using beef stock today for the extra depth. Once it starts simmering, add in rosemary and bay leaf. Cover and let it cook on medium-low heat for around 20 minutes so all the flavors can come together. While that's cooking, let's prep the mashed potatoes. I feel like potatoes are often overlooked, but honestly, creamy, buttery mashed potatoes are my favorite part of the shepherd's pie. Mash together with lots of butter and heavy cream until smooth. Then finish off with shredded cheese, salt, and egg yolk for that beautiful golden cheesy crust. Once the beef is rich and saucy, remove the bay leaf and rosemary and season Worcestershire sauce and fold in the peas. Spread the beef mixture into a baking dish, then top with the mashed potatoes. I like to use my fork to create those beautiful crispy edges. Bake uncover for 25 minutes. Cheers! While the shepherd pie is baking away, I figured it would be a really good time for me and Dom to do a Q&A. We haven't done this since 2 years ago, and I asked you guys on Instagram some questions, and you guys sent me so many questions, and I'm so excited to go through them. So yeah, let's go through them while we wait for our shepherd's pie to bake. Okay, so the first question is, where did you meet and how long have we been together, and the first impression of each other? Okay.
We met on Tinder about 10 years ago now.
10 years ago today?
Yeah, around this time, like close to the holiday season.
So during that time, so our first date during that time, I was actually working at a retail store, and like I said, it was holiday season, so the mall opened till very, very late back in the day, 10 to 11 when Dom picked me up, and then we decided to go for late night pho. And my first impression was, I was like, why is this guy following me to my side of the car? Because he was trying to be a gentleman to open my door for me. But I'm such a paranoid person that I was like, why is he following me around the corner? So I wouldn't turn my back against him. So I was backing up to the car this way around just to be like, what are you doing? But turns out he was just trying to be a gentleman. So my first impression was that he's gonna kidnap me. He has really small eyes, which is my type. And then never mind, he's just a gentleman. Okay, what is yours?
I thought you were really short.
I'm not that short, guys. I'm 5'1".
5'1".
Question number 2. Are you guys planning to have kids in the future? Would you like children? If so, when? We got asked this so many times, probably the most asked question. So, for me and Dom, we both love kids so much. And if I'm being honest, we've always imagined our future to have kids. So when we plan our future, think of our future, it's always had kids in it. However, I also never imagined my future without my dad. So that being said, I think that really taught me that there's certain things in life that you just don't have full control over. And when you try to grasp things that are just completely out of your reach, those are things that you don't have full control. So I've learned to slowly let that go. And with that being said, I also think it's so important, and I wish people talked about it more, that fertility is not easy. And a lot of times women always feel like it's their fault, but it's really not. It's science. There's so much to go into it. So I guess overall our stance is, if it happens, it happens. It'll be amazing. If not, we'll also take it one day at a time and face it together. So yeah. Next question. How do you guys resolve conflict, and do we fight?
Throughout the course of our relationship, we've definitely gotten a lot better as we grow together. Our communication also improves, right? But I think with any couple, you know, everyone bickers, right? So we still bicker from time to time, but I think the most important thing is having that open communication.
We've been together for 10 years now, and one thing about Dom and I is that we're both the eldest sibling, and we're both type A personalities. So we had to learn, I think just with any other couple, like our communication skills, because it takes a while for two complete strangers, if you think about it, to learn how to communicate with each other after being, you know, the way they are with their family and friends and past relationships.
And we're very different people.
For us, we found that when we hold it in, it actually builds resentment.
Yes.
Whereas if we talk it out, at least we can prevent this thing from happening again. One quote that I've heard from my friends and just like all around me that really talked about relationship is that when you think back, a lot of times you can't even remember what you're fighting about. Because
it's so irrelevant.
It's so irrelevant. Communication really is key.
Very key. Yeah.
Yes.
And giving each other the benefit of the doubt, because at the end of the day, you're doing life together. So yeah, you're on the same team.
For sure. Ooh, I like this question. I want to know more about your cats.
Oh,
Literally my favorite topic
let me get them.
in my life. Let's go get our cats.
Oh no. You said they're both sleeping, so.
These are our cats. This is Panther and this is Stormy. You may not be able to tell, but they're actually brothers from the same litter, and they're actually bonded. We adopted them at the Richmond SPCA 8 years ago. And ever since then, they're literally the best thing that ever happened to us.
Best decision.
Can you guys see? Oh.
They're big boys though.
They're huge. Look how big Panther is. Okay, next question. Do you ever see yourself moving to another country in the future? If so, where? I think I can't really imagine ourselves moving anytime soon.
Not at this point.
Not at this
Nice,
point.
yeah.
Because we just bought a house and we love our house so much. We renovated it, and like this is really our home. And I think for this question's sake though, if we don't include Canada and Taiwan, because those are basically our like homes, we do fly back and forth quite often. I would say I've always imagined myself living in Singapore, in New York, or in, of course, paradise, Honolulu. I would love to live in Hawaii, Honolulu, just on the island. It's so beautiful. What about you?
Those are probably my top 3 as well. But I would add Japan in there. I've always wanted to live in Tokyo.
Yeah, that'll be really fun. The food. What are our guilty pleasures?
Oh, ice cream. I love ice cream.
Dog can eat a whole tub of ice cream by
in
himself.
one sitting. Every time I go to Dairy Queen, I get like the extra large blizzard and I down it in like 5 minutes. Yeah.
Literally. My guilty pleasure is just sleeping in and rotting in bed. Like I love watching K-drama, binge watching a show, or finishing a book in one go and sleeping in. Love sleeping in. Okay, so there's 2 questions for Dom. First one is, Dom, have you ever faked liking something that Tiff made? We promise we won't tell her. Guys, I can't believe there were 3 to 5 questions like this, but...
No, I would say definitely not. I'm pretty honest, I would say, and there's never been a time where she's made something and I didn't like it. Just be honest. I might give suggestions like, hey, this might need a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that, but I'd say for the most part, no.
I would say overall, like I'm probably more picky when it comes to the recipes that I make, that I'll be like, he'll be like, it's so good. And I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm like, and I'll pick at it until like I'm like, I don't think this is ready yet, or like, I think this can be better. So usually I'm the one that's harder on myself, and there's been times where I'd be like, I just made something random, like, I'm so sorry, I didn't have time, and then he'll be like, oh, this is so good. So Dom's not picky at all. Next question is, what is Dom's favorite thing that Tiffy has ever made, and what is Dom's favorite Kaidong product?
The favorite thing you've ever made me is probably, okay, so when we first started dating for your birthday, we went to Portland on a road trip, and then we came back really late at night. It was a long drive, about 5-6 hours straight of driving, and we got home really late, and I was really hungry from driving, and you were like, oh, let me whip up something really quick for you, and she made me this bowl of noodles. That was the first time you've ever cooked for me, and I ate it, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever had, and that's when I knew.
And then, what is your favorite Kaidong product?
I love Mama's chili oil. That's my favorite, just because I love spicy food, and I find that is the perfect balance. It's not too spicy, but just spicy enough, and I put that on everything.
We bring it back to Taiwan with us because it is Dom's favorite chili oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about yours?
Mine is everything that's in the Tiffy box. So, but then it's 4 Seasons scallion sauce is my favorite. Oh, this is another thing. 4 Seasons scallion is my favorite, and golden shallot oil. But you know how there's 2 noodles? I love the QQ noodles. I'm not the biggest fan of the hand cut noodles. I love thin noodles.
Hand cut's my favorite.
That's Dom's favorite. I think that is why when we designed Kaidong, we couldn't align on like what we wanted, and we're like, why don't we
just do both?
Separate everything, and so people can customize it. So when we make Kaidong noodles at night, like we'll have 2 bowls, and Dom will then kind of make his more spicy. I like mine with thin noodles and not as spicy. Yeah. And like sometimes I'll do a splash of vinegar.
Still super easy.
Yes. Kaidong's amazing. Just kidding. What is our favorite date night activity?
Rotting.
Yes. What we mean by rotting is that I work really, really, really late. So most days from Sunday to Thursdays, I usually work until 1 to 2 a.m. and I get up. Past midnight for sure. And I get up really early, around like 8:15, to get ready for posting throughout the week. And almost all my meetings are in the AMs because my team is actually on the other side. So then usually I wake up a little bit earlier for our meetings and all that stuff. So when we do get a chance, we love getting a bunch of snacks, watching our favorite shows or movies.
Binge watching some TV or
until like 3-4 a.m. and then we'll sleep in the next day past 12, and that is our favorite date night at home.
So the best way to recharge.
Literally the best way. Speaking of food, we can smell the food already. I hope you guys like this Q&A, and I'll see you guys in a bit because let's get back to cooking. Yay! Thank you guys so much for spending this week with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you next week. Love you!